Welcome to qnawire.
So show that the curves y equals e to the negative x and y equals negative e to the negative x touch the curve y equals e to the negative x sine of x at its inflection point. So we're going to first find the derivative of this function and the second derivative, and find where the inflection point exactly is. So we say y prime. So when you take the first derivative, you get negative e minus x sine x plus e minus x cosine x. And then for the second derivative, you get e minus x times sine x minus cosine x minus cosine x minus sine x. And then this simplifies to negative 2 e minus x cosine x. And we're looking for where the second derivative equals 0, because that's where the inflection point occurred. We know this term right here cannot equal 0, so where does cosine x equal 0? Well, that equals 0 at pi over 2. But since it's periodic, we know that pi over 2 is pi. We know that if we do a pi periodicity, we will get cosine x equals 0 at n pi plus pi over 2. So if we plug it into this function, we get y equals e negative pi over 2 times the sine of pi over 2, which is just 1, and that equals e to the minus pi over 2. So we know that if you plug it into y equals e minus x, well, we get the exact same answer. So we get y equals e minus pi over 2. So we know that this and this checks out. So this and this is good. Now for negative e to the minus x, it's not. You have to remember that that there is multiple inflection point. In fact, there's an inflection point every n pi. So we have to find a point where e to the minus x will equal will be times negative 1. So when does sine equals negative 1? Well, you could do 3 pi over 2 or just simply negative pi over 2. So if you plug in x equals, so let's just do negative pi over 2. And that gives us y is equal to e to the negative pi over 2 times sine of negative pi over 2. Well, this thing is just, negative 1. So this gives us negative e to the minus pi over 2. And now this is much simpler. So for the y equals negative e to the minus x, well, we just plug in pi over 2, so we get negative e times negative pi over 2. So we just proven that that these two curves touch the inflection point. So that's not good.